So, I think I just watched the hidden gem of spring 2017 and probably the hidden gem of the year. Not saying there's not going to be any other hidden gems like a Sakura Quest and stuff like that, but this may be the hidden gem of the year, given it is the first episode. I understand this is the first episode, but that show is Recreators, as you see down in the title below. And this first episode was absolutely amazing, so let me give you a little rundown really quick of what it's about if you haven't watched it yet already. And now I know Let Me Know has. He's the one who let me know that, hey, this is a real deal, I think. So Recreators is basically a show to where instead of someone getting teleported to a fantasy world, a girl from a story gets teleported to the real world in which she's, being drawn and or written, right? Her story is being written. And this random kid, he's just watching the show on his iPad, something like that, and there's a malfunction. So it seems as if the characters that are getting wrote in this real world may have powers in which can bring people to this world, and that only character is the magician, in which we don't ever really get her name. So I'm wondering where the story is going to be going, because the magician clearly says she brought Silesia there to this real world, but yet we don't have anything else to go on from that standpoint. So my real question is how? How was this possible? And I think that may be the biggest flaw for some people is they never explain how it's possible. And I think that's because it's going to be unexplainable for this show. I think that's to be the thing. But it's one of those things to where it's a fictional story. So, we have to accept that and not try to be nitpicky. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, because this is something great. This is something that's really kind of original, right? You bring someone from a fantasy world to real world, to which there are no powers. People can't fly. People can't use magic. And these characters can. And it's interesting because we see that there's other characters out there that have been brought to this world. Apparently, quote unquote, one other character. So, we still have this magician who's still she's talking to this girl and she's like, have you found your creator yet? And it seems as if each character is going to be looking for their author in which the story they reside in. So that's going to be interesting, and I'm wondering what the whole reason for this is. It seems as if this magician that brought them there actually is really trying to corrupt these other girls from these stories, and or it doesn't matter, who knows, there's probably gonna be some male characters too, trying to corrupt these people from other stories and take over the real world. Maybe have their stories written differently, maybe give them even more power. I'm not really sure. I'm really interested in that, because she does say she's trying to start a riot or something like that, and she calls this world of humans the world of the god, the world of the gods. So I'm just kind of okay, so she's referring to this place as the world of the gods, but also she refers to it as a terrible world at the same time. So I think it's pretty evident that she's actually trying to corrupt all the people that are being written by these creators in the real world, and just take over the world, take over their story, take over their own life, and basically have the will of giving them tremendous power, and so on and so forth. At least that's where I think this story is going, but I'm not entirely sure, of course. But that's something that's is really fascinating, and I'm really interested to see where this. Well, it seems to be a harem-ish kind of, or harem-esque kind of tone to it, with the two girls obviously going to be staying at his house, which I'm really going to be interested to see how his mom's not going to know this, but hey, they're good looking. But aren't all animated female characters, for the love of God? Now, I'm just wondering, when can I have that happen to me? No, I'm just kidding. But no, this show actually is really absolutely amazing, because I do want to say one quick statement here, and that is the art and animation. That's tier 1. Wow, that fighting scene. I heard the director from Fate Stay Night was working on this. I can tell. I haven't seen the show, but I've seen clips. I can tell. And this is gonna be, I'll tell you right now, whatever happens, bearing anything that happens, the rest of this anime season, the art and that art and animation combined, maybe not so art, but that music is going to be hard to beat. That was awesome. We didn't get the opening. We got the ED. So I can't wait till next week till we get the fucking opening, because I don't believe it's gonna fail. I don't believe it's gonna fail me. That was hype. I was so mesmerized. Literally, I was watching the screen in that first introduction scene wherever our main male character gets teleported to this real world, and I'm just Holy shit! Like I was just watching, casually watching, like just kind of leaning back. Then I was just kind of like, whoa, holy! I really wasn't thinking. I was just mesmerized, man, at the screen. What was going on? That was amazing. That was amazing. But to close this out, guys, and I hope you guys stayed this long, and you can be sure to leave your thoughts on this next comment I'm about to make. Be sure to comment on this comment. And that is, don't get attached to these characters. And I'm not saying they're going to die. That's not, they could, but that's definitely not what I'm saying. And we see throughout this episode that our main male character, and or like in like kind of backdrop scenarios, we see like kind of engraved, I think on the towards the very end scene, it says, "I will never forget these memories." I think it's not, I don't think that's word for word, but that's what it's saying. It's the same concept. It means the same thing. It's probably worded a little bit different, but still, who cares? But it says, "I will not forget these memories." So that's like 100% saying it's a memory now. So what's happening to our main male character now? It seems pretty evident that these characters are going to end up going back to their own worlds. At some point, like Celestia and Soda, which I can't believe our main character's name is Soda. Dr. Pepper, anybody? But no, with that, guys, I'm going to close out this video. As always, you've been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Twitter at Hex25. And definitely leave your thoughts about Recreators. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.